I gotta be home at 4:30. Okay.
Well, let's start with Spectacular and the concept behind it. It's a beautiful Art Deco bottle and what it represents.
Well, actually, the bottle, I'm glad you noticed the bottle, Bella, because the bottle was a bottle that my grandmother had on her dressing table that I used to play with when I was a little girl with that spray. Because these kind of, it's from the 20s. There. I don't want to get it on your beautiful suede. And then I had it, my mother gave it to me after Grandma died, and so when we were talking about packaging, I said, well, what about this? What about this bottle? This is beautiful, sort of Art Deco, I love the shape, can we use? And so they used, you know, they got a mold that was similar to that, and they used that. And I think it's great. I use it on my dressing table, and it's very nice and feminine.
That's your signature. And you're into a lot of things, like the perfume and the eyeglasses, and also costume jewelry is on the way?
Costume jewelry I'm doing in England. It's very, very successful. I love doing the costume jewelry. I mean, I love doing the perfume too, but the costume jewelry, I mean, there's so many opportunities for designing things. There's so many different lines you can go into, you know, sort of Byzantine and Egyptian and Art Deco and 18th century and different concepts. I mean, there's endless. So we do about 250 pieces a season, and I think it's coming here.
Now, are you thinking about a fragrance for men, the Spectacular for men?
Well, just a minute, hold on, Bella. We're just launching the fragrance for women and the bath line. I have been asked that by lots of people. I mean, I suppose so. If it did really well, I suppose that the Parlux people have mentioned that maybe in a couple of years we might do that. But at the moment we're bringing out the perfume and the cologne, the toilet water, and the whole bath line, which is body line and a wonderful sort of powder with this Art Nouveau silver brush with the pink top. And so about 6 products plus the lipstick, which is the one I'm wearing.
I love that. That would go
Yeah,
good with this.
it would go good. I'll give you one afterwards.
Okay.
In fact, I had it in my pocket. I left it in the other room.
You started this line in the East Coast. That's where you've been primarily appearing and launching it.
Oh, I've
and
been
then moved here
everywhere.
all
Yeah.
over. So how is that for you? I mean, here you left Dynasty, and look at your life now. You've got
Yes.
so much going on.
Yeah, well, it beats sitting around a drafty soundstage. I have seen so much of America, I can't tell you. I've seen more of America in the last 4 months or 3 months, whatever it is, than I have in the 25 years that I've lived here. Because the America I saw when I lived here, when I came here under contract to Fox, when I've been here for the 7 years for this Dynasty, and in the times in between when I've lived here a great deal of my life. I mean, America is my first home, my second home, I mean, Hollywood. I mean, it's just, I haven't seen anything other than New York and LA, so to see the rest of America was wonderful. I really loved doing that. There's some beautiful places. You don't realize, the public don't realize it.
You've got your home here in London also, and the south of France.
Yes.
And where else do you jet set?
I go to Acapulco a couple of times a year. I love Acapulco. I love traveling. I love visiting. I have a lot of friends in a lot of different places. I like to go and see them. I'm just sort of basically a sort of semi-gypsy, I suppose. Am I wearing my hoop earrings? No.
And also the Primetime book, and you're writing another book.
Yes.
And when do you find time to do that? On the plane, or how do you?
Oh, no. I wrote this summer, after Dynasty finished, I said I was going to give myself a good long rest from performing, and I just wanted to flake. I just wanted to do what I want, go where I want, and spend a lot of time with my children and with my friends in my house in the south of France. So I wrote a lot of the new book there. I would work in the morning up until lunchtime. Lunch is about 2:30, so, and then play the rest of the time. And I have another long, big crack at it, and then it's almost finished. I've been working at it for the past 2 years, ever since Primetime came out, because I had another idea immediately. And I really love writing, because to me it's almost a hobby.
Is this longhand, or you have a typewriter?
Longhand, yes.
Can you give us an idea what this book will be about?
Well, I'll just tell you that it takes place in the 40s and the 50s, and it is not set in Hollywood. It is set in Europe and in Acapulco, places that I know extremely well. But, I mean, it's something that, it just is, I mean, when I wrote Primetime, I wrote Primetime because of being in Dynasty, in being in what at that time was a primetime soap opera, the #1 for that particular year. I can't remember what year it was. And so many interesting things were happening that I thought, well, I've got to write this down. I've got to write these things down. So I did. And then I suddenly thought, well, this could be, you know, this could be a novel. This is kind of good. And I dredged a few characters up from my imagination and put a few real ones in and disguised them and mixed them around so that people wouldn't know whether they were real or not, confuse the reader unutterably. But I did put a lot of inside story stuff in about backstage. Well, it's not backstage, back set stuff on television.
And so if they came up with the idea to go back and tie the loose ends of Dynasty together, you were shoved off the stairs with Dex and tie it all together, some kind of finale, would you want to go back?
I did at the beginning. I mean, even though I'd left the show, I felt that there should have been a resolution to just say thank you to all the people who were faithful to it for 9 years for watching it and buying the products that it advertised. So when we were approached to do a 2-hour to end it, I said, of course I will do it. It would be, you know, wonderful to do that. I think that's only fair. But apparently somebody's agent went and got greedy and asked for too much money. And the network, very rightly, said, we're not going to be blackmailed, we're not going to do it. So I don't know, it would be nice if they did it. I think it's a little, I don't know.
But things are fine with you. I mean, you've got so many projects underway, it's unbelievable. All that you're doing.
I have a few, yes.
You'll be back in some form on, maybe a mini-series.
Oh, yes, well, I've already got, I mean, I'm next month I'm going to Paris to do a 13-episode series on astrology, which I'm very interested in. And Omar Sharif and I are going to host it. And it will be on, I think, network television here next year sometime.
And you can bet Nancy Reagan will be tuning in.
Yes, I better send her a cassette.
So is there anything that doesn't interest you? I mean, you are just...
oh, there's plenty of things that don't interest me, Bella. I have absolutely no interest in tennis, in sports, in cooking, in shopping at the supermarket. I'm very interested in just sort of creative things. Yes, I mean, I believe that I have reached an age in my life where I do what I want to do, the things that please me, and I have done in my life. I have done a lot of things that I haven't wanted to do, and I think the time's come now just to do the things you want to do.
It's a great stage.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know. You're just a baby.
I think we don't need to say anything else because we've got plenty to work with.
Oh, good. Outfit. I want it.
Yeah, you want this Piarucci.
Piarucci. Is that what it is?
Piarucci.
Well, where is he, in New York?
And I got it from a catalog, actually, if you can believe it.
But the color is superb.
I'm so
I mean,
glad
it really
I
is.
kept this.
Yeah.
I was thinking about sending it back.
No, it's great. With your red hair, it's fabulous. You look terrific.
Thanks. Good. We can just get some a cutaway and.
Cutaway?
She likes that place.
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
It's one of the only decent nightclubs in the world, I think. The best one, actually, in the world. Very sophisticated.
Is there any place to go here in the Los Angeles area? I've only been in town like 2 weeks. I'm moving here from Atlanta.
Oh, really?
And I did the
From
news in
Atlanta.
and so
I
now
was just
I'm
in
on this
Atlanta.
showbiz show, which I'm enjoying a lot because it gets me out.
Mm-hmm. There are very few places to go here in terms of nightlife.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Do you want me to talk?
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
You do, or you don't?
And Paris is good.
Paris. Paris is wonderful. Do you know Paris?
I know Le Bon Douche.
I was there. I guess they printed the smallest possible one.
That's too bad.
That's showbiz. I don't mind.
It's hard to figure out why those things happen.
Well, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right because I think the magazine likes you. There's a tendency to put you in it now and again if there is reason to put you in it. And there have been reasons to put me in it. Why?
I was wondering if she's going to do a special or something. She needs to get you on there.
I don't really want to do anything as high profile as that unless I've got like a major kind of television or movie thing coming up. She wanted me to do it after my divorce. But after my divorce,
Jacqueline Smith yesterday, and she's going through this.
who is she?
Her husband left her for this makeup artist. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but the makeup artist, and that's her third marriage. I just feel sorry for them because there they are at work, and they're those unbelievable hours they're trying to put in, and they're always afraid of people like me. They're afraid we're going to ask them what happened to your love life. And it's hard.
It's her third. Yeah, she was married to Dennis.
Dennis Cole.
And